Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Walk with Me Gaming. I guess. I hope this works. Okay, so I just recorded this Minecraft episode as a way to explore and check things out, and I the recording like shut off. I stopped it, but then it shut off. So I don't know if that was why this did this, but basically I ended up with just the video footage and no audio. So now I have to go back and record about 40 minutes of audio over top of it. So this is going to be a watch and commentate for myself. Um, so I guess I can kind of just think more as I'm doing this. Maybe if my train of thought doesn't go completely off the rails. But I don't want to lose this because I got some really fun exploration in, and I'd hate to lose it. So the goal on this one was to my main goal was to find some iron, and so I could upgrade my pickaxes and other stuff and collect other things as well. And I don't know. That's just the big deal. So that's what I'm gonna do in this video. Sorry, it's not as train of thought, but then again, this might actually be better because I'll talk about I don't know other stuff. I should have had a snack before doing this. Um, well, we'll keep going. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, hiccups. Um, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I am just passing the time because I don't have work tonight. So I thought this would be a good time to record, and it made sense, and it did. I was happy to play it, but it seriously is just hitting this wall of like every the fact that I'm recording so many videos that get screwed up. Like I've lost the rhythm, and now that the videos are screwing up in between with us not playing for so long, like it's frustrating. It's getting really frustrating making videos that are getting just ruined in the middle of things. I'm still like trying not to cuss, but I'm really tempted to because at this point I'm just babbling, so it's not like it really matters much anyway. But um, I mean, big things been going on. Of just my life is just full of changes, and they've been mentally exhausting. A lot of them are good, but still exhausting. The main thing being our foster classes, which was the big thing we were excited for. We're I'm actually telling you guys probably before telling some of my family. So if you're watching this and it's like, oh, that's good for you. Like, just know you guys get to hear it before some of my family does, because it's more complicated than that. And telling family members about things in your life is more difficult. At least it is to me. I don't like to involve my family with many of my personal affairs because they are different. But it is what it is. So look at that. So many recipes. I'm really curious. So this one, spoiler alert, this video is gonna be heavy on collecting materials, many of which I'm like, I've never seen that before. So that's kind of fun. Um, and just we're realizing, oh crap, I don't have any more pickaxes, so I have to go back. Gosh, this game is beautiful. That's the one thing. Like, I love mining and I love going down into the earth, I guess you could say, to go collect like inventory and stuff to use for building later. But it also kind of makes me go like, I wish I wasn't doing that quite as much because I would rather just be on the surface appreciating the beauty of the nature in this game. Um, okay, no, I definitely need a snack. Pause this. Okay, sorry, had to step away. Um, I had that moment of kind of panic when I realized that I was starting to feel lightheaded. I don't have diabetes or anything, but I definitely have moments where I'm like, oh. blood sugar's definitely low. Definitely get that. Made myself a little taco bowl. Just like the old days, what I used to get back when Taco Bell had the oh gosh, what was it called? It was like the chicken fresh bowl. I don't even know what it was called, but it was beans and rice topped with chicken, and they had like avocado ranch or whatever it was, or a spicy ranch. I don't know. It was delicious though. It was my favorite thing. Still, always would be my favorite thing at Taco Bell if they still had it, which they don't. Instead, Taco Bell just loves to disappoint over and over by removing all the good stuff. Um, Gosh, I feel like during the whole time I was recording this, I was pretty much just going like, okay, we found more coal. Okay, we found some iron. Okay, we found more coal and some iron. Great. Later on, we'll get to a part where I'm like trying to figure out where a sound is coming from, because we have the bats flying around, and I'm like, okay, I need to find these. I don't know where they are. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm gonna find them. So that ends up being my goal as we get down farther. Um, but I mean, this is like, yeah, I always want to say like this is my favorite part of playing Minecraft. Although it's less of the like digging like this and more of just like coming across something. Because when you get that moment of like, oh crap, like this is something different. And especially now that you can actually discover these different recipes through different stuff, which is cool. Um, but I'm really curious to see more. I think at the end I decide what I want to do with all our resources that we're collecting, and I don't know, just making my own thing, because that's always the toughest part to Minecraft for me, is figuring out what you're gonna do with it, because once you start digging, you find so many things, like between the just like the essentials of like of your building and like running around, which would be like stuff like the okay, here's where I got confused. This is what initially like made me start like panicking of like, there's got to be something around here. There has to be. I'm almost positive what I found there was the blocks for silverfish. And since we're on easy mode, silverfish aren't going to jump out and attack me. But I'm pretty positive that's what we found. Which is just funny to me, because I'm like, every time I like hit a block, I like almost like panic, because I'm like, what is that? I don't understand. Um, but I'm almost positive that's what we discovered. Just kind of makes me laugh now, because we did so much more exploration and traveling around in this underground world. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about with this whole thing, because I feel like the whole time I didn't really talk about very much to begin with, because I was mostly just focused on digging and finding new areas and finding the resources. So I don't know what else has been going on. Chaos. Sounds like I'm joking, but I kind of am not. Now that school has started again, our hospital is full up of unfortunately psychiatric admissions, because that's just what happens. Because when you put kids back in school, they all go, well, now I'm stressed, and I hate everything. So, and it sounds like I'm just kind of joking around, but it's kind of true. Unfortunately, but we do our best to help manage that, and obviously we want kids to stay safe and to be in a safe place, and us to help teach them to do better. And then also, of course, you have to unfortunately add the fact that we have COVID going on, and still at a level that is worrisome, you know, because we're with the new Delta variant, seems to be, I don't know if it's just more effective with younger with children, or if it's just because it's just spreading easier in general, and that's why more kids are getting it. But we have a lot more kids with COVID than we did on the previous round of when COVID was getting bad. So just remember, folks, like, take care of yourselves. It is not time to just give in and pretend like everything's better, because it's not. I wish it was. We felt like we were close to that because for a while we had the where like masks were not mandatory and like people were kind of going back to their normal lives, and we've got all these concerts scheduled and stuff, and now we're back to square one again. Like, holy crap. Just like everything has fallen through, and it's because no one wants to not enough people want to get their vaccines. Now we are improving. The numbers are going up. I forget what it was, but I know we're at least above the 50%, maybe above the 60%. Tough thing is that a lot of times the counts are kind of complicated because it includes like people who only had like 1 out of 2 shots when they're the 2-shot varieties. And it just kind of varies on how they're tracking that. But, it's progress. Still would like it to move faster, but we only can do so much. It's up to other people. So all you can do is just do your best with this stuff of just like, if you have family who is anxious about it or who are not wanting to get it at all or who think that they're better than it, just tell them to do it. Just you got to speak up for us, because we're not gonna logic anyone into this anymore. If they don't want it, it's hard to talk them into it with the scientific facts, because clearly that's just not working. So we got to rely on families to help keep each other safe, because we do not want to be in a situation where you've got family who are saying that this is fake and they don't trust it and they don't believe it, and it's totally like everyone's safe and we're overreacting, and then they end up sick or God forbid dying, and then you just have to look at everyone and go, well, we told them all the times that we could, and then it fell through because you don't want to be the one to have that bad news. All right, I'll stop getting depressing now, but yeah, things are slowly making progress, especially now that the Pfizer vaccine is like officially like FDA approved. Even though again that probably won't change too many people's minds, but whatever. Like maybe some people will actually look at it and go, "Okay, I'll get it now." So we just keep our fingers crossed. But I don't even know why I went off on that tangent. I don't know. But oh gosh, there's so many things in this. Like as I'm watching this again, I'm just like remembering like all these new blocks of stone and these different types of stone. Like all I want to do is just go to the full on. Back in my day, we only had one type of stone, and that was cobblestone. And if you really wanted to get fancy, you put the cobblestone in the smelter, and you turned it back into regular stone so you could build stuff with that. Otherwise, you just dig yourself a nice cobblestone castle. It was so simplified. Now there's so many other options, which is great, honestly. Especially because now, like, the big thing is like with such a variety of colors, like you can create whatever you want. Because that's the cool thing with having like multiple colors of like different items and blocks, because like for people who want to just like make stuff that looks cool, maybe not necessarily like functional, but just for like cool artistic projects, they can use a much bigger variety of colors and designs and all that kind of stuff, so you can actually have stuff that looks as close to the real thing as you're trying to get. So I don't know, I'm curious to see more of like the things that I get to explore that I haven't seen before, because like I know like I haven't gotten to any sort of like water based stuff, like any of the guardian temples or whatever they're called, and even just like going out to like any like water sources, because that's something that I plan on doing in the next one, because I want to collect some sand, because sand gets turned into glass. Still don't know of any other cool uses for like the copper or whatever it was, but I'm curious to see what that gets turned into, or what useful functions that has. So yep, see that's how I knew with the two with it being two blocks being destroyed at once, because that was like, okay, so that must have been a silverfish. That's how I guessed. It's funny. I'm playing this video in the background just so I know obviously what I'm watching, but I have the mouse is moving around in the game, but I also have a mouse like over the screen, so I'm just like double mouse. I don't know. I don't know why that's funny to me. It just is. What else has been going on? Yeah, I mean, like I said, the hospital crazy is super busy between everything. Um, and we're so short staffed, and a lot of staff are getting incentive pay, which basically like almost like adds like a huge amount to their salary, which is great for them. Although I wish they would also do the same for us on the behavior safety team. Oh my god, that sound! I had to like verify that I heard that, because like that like clearly was the sound of minecarts, which I do love that with this, because like even when there's nothing like moving, like you're not looking to find any like moving minecarts, but at the same time like it sounds like it, and it's so almost intimidating. Like even when you're playing on peaceful, the sounds in this game can be so intimidating. Just wild stuff. I really wish I was recording more videos at this time. I don't know how many videos I'm going to be able to put out. Again, this is I'm just kind of filling in the time, so this is going to be the big game. Whether or not I'm going to play a little game in this time, I don't know, but I do think that I'll end up posting some old videos. So I have some old videos that I had saved with some outtakes. Mainly just stuff that the gameplay was not going well, or something happened to the recording, or something along those lines. So, like for example, I have a Wind Waker episode where I got all the footage. Everything happened where we ended up getting through the Forbidden Fortress and up to Windfall Island and all that stuff, and then I took a picture with the Pictobox, and it froze the game, and all that data was lost. So that so I had to go redo it later, because I was initially gonna keep recording, and then I'm like, nope, I'm just too angry. I literally can't play anymore. That's honestly kind of how I felt with this, like the fact that I got the video footage, but the audio of my audio being gone. Because I can work with this, but it also means that I'm just gonna have to record again. So I don't know. It's just annoying, but I'll work with it. At least one good thing I can say, I am kind of tired. I honestly will probably go to bed after this, or at least lay down, sit like wake up my wife for work, and then I'll lay down. It's just easier. I love this box. I couldn't believe how much stuff was in here. First of all, like all these torches, plus pumpkin seeds, plus all the coal and the lapis and all that stuff. Like there were so many things in this box. It shocked me how much I found in here. I'm looking forward to finding more. This is the only minecart I found at this time, but I know that I can probably find more if I keep searching through these mines. But eventually I did pause, because I was like, okay, I've got enough stuff for now. Let's go see what else we can do. And I definitely almost got lost a few times in here, and didn't know what that was. Found out it's light lichen, glow lichen, right? Which I was saying in this, I remember, because I was really impressed with that. I think that was a brilliant idea of how to light up a continuously dark area, like you're underground, and to have some actual like natural lighting was such a good idea. And with this light lichen was just, it worked really well. So I was really impressed with that, and I thought that was a super cool addition to the game. Um, So it just another neat thing that's been added in my time since the last time I played. So I was pretty pumped for that. But just, I mean, anything new is cool to me in this game. Of course. I had to go check to make sure this was recording. Um, I, uh, uh, um, I'm not sure how to start that back up, but we're just gonna start this back up. Um, um, so if I went quiet there for a second, sorry, I had to catch myself up because I had messed with the camera in the video, so I got distracted of what I was doing. So anyway, um, what was I talking about? I don't know, all the cool stuff we're finding. I do love the mine carts, and I think some of the most fun stuff in early Minecraft videos were the people who made these like awesome roller coasters, like going like in through like underground tunnels and like full of like all kinds of like designs and characters and stuff like placed all over the place. So it made it look like a full on theme park. There was just some really cool stuff that people did with early Minecraft builds, stuff that you didn't really get because you really early Minecraft you had to be really creative because the limited resources that you had, and also just trying to find ways to stretch things. Just because you didn't have as many colors, you didn't have as many ways to like travel around. So having stuff like the mine carts being used as like a as not just a way to travel, but also a way to um, do things in a different and fun way, which is a super cool experience. That's just one of the many examples of young Minecraft being an interesting way to progress around and experience this world. I did love when they added the abandoned mine shafts in here because these were seriously some of my favorite. I think partially because it had so much open space. Because when you dig down and you find like the caverns and stuff, like you've got these open areas, but they're also usually like there are spots that are kind of narrow and spots that are kind of like more spread out. So finding a mine shaft, like not only was it usually like big enough that you could find these veins like with the iron and the copper and the coal and whatever else you might find, but also just to as you explored, you were just like, wow, like there's these reached way further than you would expect, and so you got to see so many different areas and so many different things available to you, and just having it all connect together, like the fact that this feels close enough to man-made that you're like you definitely want to explore this because it feels like an ancient civilization built this like decades ago and or hundreds of years ago, and you're just like coming across this something special that you wouldn't have known existed. So, um, yeah, that was just always my experience with Minecraft. Because as it progressed, like early versions of Minecraft obviously were much simpler, where you might find, um, you might just find like a cave that looks weirdly realistic or weirdly human made, but very rarely do you find anything else. And then later on, they added the villages, which was a cool addition. Although I really don't think it came into its like came forward as a viable like thing to explore until we got the villagers, because then suddenly you've got the ability to trade with people and to get different resources for your stuff. And I thought that was a much cooler experience in general, because before the villagers it was just you find an empty village, which is awesome, but again, like it just felt abandoned. So when you added the villagers, I don't remember if the villagers came first or if these mines, the abandoned mine shafts came first. But oh, diamond! I was like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Nope, I'm just gonna go back because I don't want to miss it. Don't want to forget about it. Had to get it. And then different types of stone. We had all those, but then I was like, oh, well, I guess I found those already. And then you're like, oh, but what is this? This is different. Like, whatever this stone was, never seen it before. Never in my life. Never in all the time playing the game. It's tough and cobbled deep slate. Like, these all sound made up to me. I forgot. Was I gonna look that up? What was the other one? Good thing I'm not recording the video. Dripstone. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Dripstone. Okay. So dripstone is not a real thing. It's just something in the Minecraft wiki. Pointed dripstone. That's kind of cool. It's still neat though. Like, I don't know. Dripstone caves. There's different caves. Okay, that's awesome looking. Sorry, I've got the Minecraft wiki pulled up, and I just don't know. Like, I didn't realize like all these new biomes existed. So suddenly I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Deep frozen ocean, giant spruce taiga. Like, I know some of these, but like mountain grove, snow capped peaks. Like, I don't know. Sorry, now I'm not even watching the video. I'm just reading Wikipedia articles. And there we go. We got some gold. I probably got some before, but I just forgot about it. So there we go. We got some gold. Yep, we got some already. Yeah, that's a rabbit hole I don't want to fall down. Is just digging in. I'd rather just find stuff for myself because at this point, like, there's so much new stuff. Like, it's better just to find the couple things because otherwise, if I look it up and say, "Oh, I haven't seen one of those," I want to find it. Excuse me, because then I'll be spending all my time searching for one thing when instead I could be doing other stuff as well. So it's better for me to just find stuff as I do and then just continue exploring. Um, that's right, I blocked off that area. So, and now that bat has a place to rest, which totally accidental. And on my way back, I'm like, oh, more diamonds. I'm glad I didn't. I mean, I guess it's fine that I didn't notice them before, but it's even better for me to find them now. I forget if diamonds are more rare or emeralds. Sure feels like emeralds. Always had trouble finding those. Disappointment. The infinite sadness of losing a diamond to lava. Nothing worse. Except for maybe actually dying. Oh, have I found the one thing yet? I don't think I have. There's this crazy thing that we're gonna find coming up, which will be like another example of like those moments where you're like, someone made this. Someone had to have made this. This looks too realistic and too unexpected to be naturally made in the game. But so many things are like. That's one of the cool things with this game. Like, there's so many natural formations in the game, and it's all randomized. So you're just like, you never know what you're gonna find. And sometimes you'll find things where you just go like, this looks like it was made by an ancient civilization. Like, it just looks too real for you to believe it. Oh, and some lapis. Lapis lazuli. Lazul. Oh, I'm exhausted now. Ugh. I'm sorry if I'm starting to get boring. Although, as I said, I'm pretty sure that this recording, even though I didn't want to do it, this recording will still probably be better than the audio recording I was doing before. Because at least I'm focused on being entertaining as opposed to just being like, oh, look, another thing that I'm unfamiliar with. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. I think it's up ahead. The unnatural formation that is just unbelievable. No, go the other way. Come on, me. Of course, I gotta just pick up everything as I go. No need to rush. Not even too concerned about whatever that light is, even though it's awesome. Oh gosh. More iron. All right, we got like 10 more minutes. I can make it through this. Gotta finish this recording. I'm not gonna give up. It's so weird walking through like the halls like this and oh, gold. Give me the gold. Just because even though I've got like all enemies turned off, like wandering through these halls still feels just like monstrous and exhausting. Like no matter what, you're gonna turn a corner and there's gonna be something waiting for you, which is why I kind of freaked out earlier when I saw the bat because I'm just like something moving. Ah! There we go. Get the good stuff. And the nice thing in Minecraft too is that no matter what, like no matter where you start digging, you'll eventually find gold and diamonds and all that stuff. Like it's not that like even the rare stuff is not like painfully rare where you have to like explore very specific areas because that would suck if you had to go to like only certain areas that the game would allow you to find these things like whereas in Minecraft most of the time you just wander somewhere and start digging and you'll probably find the kind of resources that you're looking for, which is just nice and convenient. Have we found the weird hole in the wall yet? Maybe that's it up ahead. Feel like I would have dug it up by now. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm just watching, just the same as you guys. Oh, now I get to comment on my own material. It's so meta. Listen, it's got to be around here somewhere. Where is that awesome room? I hope I didn't miss it when I looked away. Oh, no, no, that's not it. Now I'm disappointed if I missed it. I don't think I did. Like I felt like I made a point of like looking at it when I did because it was just so unexpected. I don't know. This video feels really long. If I did miss it and I just forgot to talk about it, what I'm talking about is the room full of lava that just has it's just like a big flat dirt floor and then lava, and it's just so weird and unexpected. I just thought it was like really cool to see it like that because there's nothing like that in here. Like you look at it and you go, someone of course had to make this. Like it's like a perfectly shaped room and just with like a single pour of lava in the middle of it. It's like it just looks so random. You're like, there's no way that someone didn't build this. And of course they didn't. It just generated that way, but like it looks fake. It's like the I forget the term for it, but it's that term that basically explains like why we like personify things. Like what? Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at this. Look at this room. Look how like weirdly box shaped it is. Like how all the corners like line up perfectly. Like this looks like someone planned it. It's like terrifying. Like it looks like an execution room. Like this is like the mass grave, like or something. Like it's like the you expect the whole thing to fill up with lava, and of course that's not what's going to happen. Because I'm like I have to look underneath the dirt. Like there's got to be something underneath here, right? Like this is too random to be just a coincidence, but that's exactly what it is. Like it's just a coincidence that this room looks so weird. And I love that with Minecraft, how unexpected some of the areas you go are. Like you would not expect a room to be built like this, and to actually see it randomly generated is just really just wildly impressive. And now we're just in the process of trying to find our way back up. Trying to think of anything else going on other than hospitals being busy and work being busy, and looking forward to our concert as always. We're less than a month away, although I am worried because we still haven't gotten our tickets in the mail yet, which is mildly concerning. Because when you're 3 weeks out, it's kind of like, okay, the time to send those out now, please. Like, let's get these so that we're not like trying to call the box office like 2 days beforehand, being like, we're still screwed. um, especially with how much we paid for these stupid things. Don't want to have that money go to waste or have it just complicate things. Like, I want to get to the festival and have it nice and easy. Like, have my process be already completed for me. I don't know. I hope so. I wouldn't know. I've never been to this one before. For all the festivals that we've gone to, never been to Firefly yet. So this one's going to be a significant experience. Something brand new. Oh yeah. Oh, I found these. They have freaking stalactites and stalagmites in this game, which is ridiculous. That's the thing I was looking up before, the dripstone, because I was like, what are these? Like, these aren't real. Like, these aren't a thing. That now they are. Dripstone, and specifically like dripstone spikes, which you can find, which is like also really weird that that's like a thing. And the only reason that I was like, okay, this looks awesome, because I saw it on the wiki, was just like to see caves full of it like that, which is great, because for something that weird, like, you want to know that there's like whole cavern areas full of stuff like this. Oh, okay. Gotta stop closing my eyes. Every time I close my eyes, I don't want to open them again, and I don't want to get dizzy. Um, oh yeah, we're close. We're so close to being done with this. I think I've only got like 5 more minutes left, probably. Um, but I need to pause again. Well, I should have had a. I should have had an energy drink earlier. I'm just fading. Dripstone. That's so cool. Like, that design for something just weird and unexpected like that to show up in the game. Um, and now I'm in the process of just going back up so I can start moving my materials up to the surface. Because, like I said, like, I want to try and have a goal for each episode of this, and sometimes I might come up with the goal ahead of time, sometimes I might come up with the goal middle of the episode. Like, right now, this one is more like, my main one was just to find iron, but after that, the fact that I've been able to find some diamonds and lapis and the mine carts and all that stuff, like, I'll be able to use that all very effectively later on. So but yeah, so next week, my big goal is going to be to start making a new fortress instead of this tiny little this tiny little shed. But I want to do some carving, like carve out the mountains and turn it into something cool there. So we'll see. We'll see what I can come up with. Because, like I said, I'm really not that creative. But at least maybe if I design like a inside a cave fortress, like, the inside doesn't have to look perfect, and I can get creative with it. And because if you told me to build a house, it would basically be a box, just like the one that I have now. It would just be a box. I'm not creative enough to make a house that actually looks like a house. And of course, I had to go back down here just for a moment because I had to see if those stalactites actually were like a thing. Because with it saying that it's dripstone, I was like, so is dripstone its own separate thing? I don't know. I have no idea. Never found it before. Um, but yes, turns out it is, and you can do stuff with it, of course. What you can do with it, I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. But I'm still happy to find it because, resources. Maybe I can do something super creative with it. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, just clearing up these last of these resources things, and I head back up and wrap up this video. So thank goodness, because I'm just getting ready to go lay down now. Normally I wouldn't go lay down just yet because I wouldn't want to wake my wife up accidentally. But I'm tired enough that if I don't, I'm probably just going to fall asleep on the couch anyway. So it's kind of, not a great like win-win situation. It's kind of just I lose because I'm just so tired, and it means I'm going to wake up annoyingly early when it's time to get up for my job, or I could just remain tired, take some caffeine and stay awake, but then I'll not just be tired, I'll be exhausted. And I don't want to do that because we're getting into the weekend for me, and it's my work weekend, so I'm going to be kept busy, and I just don't want to overdo it with anything, which right now I'm feeling like even just recording this one video was overdoing it, because I was hoping I could do sock pop today and get that video ready, but right now it just seems like we're probably just gonna have this, and maybe early next week okay, I could do the next sock pop video, because right now the only one of season 9 I've been able to do was my fake out one, because I guess there's no internet connection with it anymore, and therefore it can't be played because it's an online internet based Morpega, and if I don't have the internet, it's kind of useless. You can't have a online multiplayer game without online multiplayer. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the mountain that I'm thinking. See, that big flat face is where I'm thinking to make a nice big window, get a good view of everything. That'd be great for watching the sunset out my window. Oh, I'm just realizing that now that's going to work fantastic. So looking forward to that. But I'd say this would probably be a good place to start wrapping up my talking. So, I'll continue doing Minecraft when I feel like it, and I'll get my other videos up again when I get a chance to. Hopefully once my classes are done, I can get back to normal. And until then, check out my other videos. I got plenty of them. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.